Hello, welcome to this video. Thanks for tuning in. If you haven't seen these videos before, welcome back if you have. My intention is the highest levels of love, light, oneness, unity. So I'm just gonna go into a little flow. It's the 21st, kind of a magical day. Feeling the energies. A lot of crazy energies going on. I just had a session with a beautiful light worker who was saying, does this sound crazy? I felt like somebody was working on me last night. I was like, nope, that's perfectly normal. I had somebody the other day that said, I don't know if this is crazy, who's not into any of this stuff at all. They said, I've seen myself leaving my body at night and I'm having goosebumps all the time. I don't like it. Perfectly normal. All the stuff that we think is abnormal is becoming more and more normal. And for someone like myself, it's very exciting. For some people, it's very scary and unnerving. So we're being guided just to be patient with ourselves and with one another as always. And enjoy the ride. I'm hearing Love is in the Air. What's that song? Love is in the air. Some typical cheesy song that comes through. Can you feel the excitement, the expansiveness? I'm hearing a lot is tumbling down, crumbling down. And as it falls apart around us, can we hold steadfast to our truth, our freedom, our expansiveness, our expansive behavior to light the path through the debris cloud that many are feeling within their field? Can we light the path through the debris of judgment, through the debris of pain and trauma, through the debris of all of those things that are losing the footing, yet making a lot of noise? I see a lot of smoke and dust. Can we hold our light for those who are blinded by this cloud of judgment and debris? Can we hold steadfast to our expansiveness in our regions, as the regents in our regency, in our royalty, in our robes, our garments of light, so to speak? They're showing me like the light body. They're showing me that each of us lives in a particular area on the earth to anchor, to hold. We are the light bringers. We are the light bearers. We are the, they're also referencing water bearers, having to do with cleansing. As we hold this spaciousness for others to feel pure within, to feel home, to feel safe. So what they're showing is, I see all the light workers across the world holding our arms out and telling those that are scared and those that are that it's okay, you're safe, you're okay. Yeah, there's a lot of dust, there's a lot going on, but you are in a place that you can be yourself and you can express from a space of love and gratitude. And as we hold this truth, others seek us out in order to unveil their own truths. So we're shining a mirror onto them saying, this is what you really look like. You are beautiful. You are accepted. You are exceptional. For all that we have been taught is no longer real. It never was, yet it is even less real now. And as we lay the bricks, they're showing me golden bricks, golden foundation. As we lay out these golden bricks for our brothers and sisters to walk across, to take that leap, to walk over the bridge, to allow themselves to see from a compassionate viewer. Like they're showing me people stepping on a bridge and looking and seeing all of the tumultuous water beneath them and recognizing that they can be still. They can be, they're okay. Be in that compassionate space. For within each one of us lies that center of gravity, if you will, that gravitational pull that allows us to spin our toroidal fields, our expansiveness in our own web of creation. And as we do this, we create the entire web of creation in a new form, in a new forum, in a new place for people to be able to step up to the plate, to acknowledge the presence of the stillness of the one. I'm hearing the one ring to rule them all. I'm hearing the capacitator pull. The capacitate, capacity, the capacitate. They're showing me taking off the graduation caps and throwing them, but also the capacity for knowingness and oneness and stillness, the holding space that we are all existing within, the framework that we are all creating. And as we create this golden frequency of, they're playing with this thing, golden frequency of error. So we're kind of correcting these errors. And what's happening is people are going and they're getting ready to plug into something old and they're getting that web page error 404 not found. They're showing me that that's coming up a lot more and people are like, well, what happened? Where did everything go? This isn't real? What do you mean this isn't real? And so again, this is that debris that they're talking about that is essentially being cleared in the field. So we allow those to feel that there is room for error. We are human. However, the errors of the past are being removed, are being respaced, so to speak. For on our current trajectory, there is no room for error. So playing with this, they're not saying, oh, you can't make mistakes or be wrong. They're saying all those old errors of the past, that old era is gone. There is no room for that coming into this space. It cannot balance, hold water, harmonize. It can't anchor in. It is dust. And as that dust begins to settle, it begins to disintegrate so that we are able to integrate all that we truly are and all that we are true with and capable of within our capacity for allowance. So the more we expand, the more our capacity grows, the more we are able to hold. So capacity is like holding, they're showing me, like how much space can you make? How much room can we make? How much can we expand? It isn't about are we expanding? It isn't about what we're expanding into. Where are we expanding from? Our hearts, it's infinite, boundless. And as we recognize our boundless forms, bringing it into formation, bringing that boundlessness into a creative aspect that we chose to incarnate into, make manifest. And they're showing me incarnate. So it's like move it into a vessel. We are the vehicles. We are the cars. We allow ourselves to move into a fluid momentum during this momentous time, this momentous constructing, deconstructing, reconstructing, building from within new building blocks of matter, playing in a new capacitator. Lots of stuff about capacitors here. Celebrate, for we have come a long way. We have come far and wide. We have come into a new precipice, a new sentence, if you will. So they're showing me that when you form a new sentence, you create new words, a new order, a new tone, a new sound, new shapes to the letters, maybe perhaps a new time when someone has been sentenced. It is bringing into formation a word group that then stamps. It's a time stamp. I've talked about this before in other you guys, I just wanted to share sidebar. A lot of times I move in circles, or I just move as I talk, because a lot of this, when I see energy, it isn't stagnant. It doesn't just sit there and stare at you. It's moving. Oftentimes, if we're seeing things out of the corner of our eyes, or shadows, or light, or whatever, it's always moving. It's not like just there, although sometimes it can hold that space. So it feels good to just kind of move, to let this information flow through us. And they're asking me to stop and talk about this for just a moment, because there are those people out there that are stagnant and they're not allowing this energy to come through because they're being stuck. And one of the messages that I just wrote this last week was about unstruck sound, anahata, the heart chakra, the heart lining up. And it's this, it's just, so stagnation is non-flow, non-movement, holding habit patterns. It's the opposite of holding space, because yes, there is this be still and know. Be still is not be stagnant. There's a difference. The body is always shifting and morphing and changing. And if we are not allowing it to do that, that is when a stillness is a subtle vibration of allowing. Stagnation is not allowing anything. It's forceful, it's not moving, and it's stuck. So we're being invited to recognize and honor that. So if we're not moving, we're not going out for a walk, we're not doing maybe stretches in our home, our body begins to atrophy. And as atrophy happens, things begin to break down. So what they're also showing me is that when we hold space and we come into a place of non-judgment, that is not allowing our mindset, our emotions, etc., fill in the blanks, to atrophy. It allows us to flow and become dynamic. That's what we're supposed to be. There is a conceptualization that being still means not moving, and that is, they want to just really hone in on that. Being still, we can allow things to move through us and to be aware in stillness. It's being that witness of seeing the tumultuous energy all around us, and just knowing and sitting with that we are more than that. There is more to this. Hearing again that reference I made in another video, the Transformers, more than meets the eye, the old Transformers thing. As we transform our containers, as we allow ourselves to contain more, as we morph into the containment. So it's like, again, encompassing all of this in a physical format, a physical formation, because that's what we came here to do. We allow ourselves to alchemize into a fuller transitionary unit, plays on words, fuller transitionary units of, again, capacitors. Apparently that's the word of the day. And it allows us to transform our reality structure into that which has already presented itself, yet in a different format, a different foundation that was lost in translation through the years. We're playing with that word. As I said, through the years, I saw it spelled out. Through the Y, which I think that has something to do with algebra or chemistry. Ears. So what they're saying is it was lost in translation. Like, we have always had, scientists are discovering new building blocks of matter. We have the Platonic solids, but there's new discoveries that they're making. They're not new. The ancients knew them. They were lost in translation. A lot of things were lost in translation. Bits were taken out of pieces of historic books. Remnants are being retrieved, is what they're saying. Documentation is being revealed. As this documentation is revealed, we are remembering what it was that we once were, that we were pushed away from remembering, or we lost in, again, translation. And it was then transmuted and shifted or transmorphed into something that it really was unnatural for what we were really capable of understanding. And they're saying that this is profound information that's coming through. I lost a little bit because I went off in such a tangent, but they were sharing that, the ears. So basically what they're sharing is we were listening, but we weren't really hearing. So we were listening to, our hearing was directly in alignment with what we were being told. That doesn't mean that that translation of those texts, of that information, was the full analysis, and that's a play on words, of reality. So again, it is for those with ears to hear. We all have ears. What are we tuning into through the years? And they're playing with that because year is a time. Time has to do with what we've been told it is. Therefore, we then listen according to how we're told to listen and what we're told to listen to. And so this is a whole play on words. And they're saying that has changed because we have ears to hear. We have eyes to see. So someone may see that is blue when it's really red. And we're going, nope, that is not blue, actually, that is red. But I hear what you're saying, but I hear beyond what I'm being told. Because what I'm being told is not my truth or the truth that I am now tuning into. So as more and more people recognize this, realize this, wake up to these ears to hear, the truth will set you free. And we are hearing it because we're literally in the golden years. And that golden frequency is a cornucopia of golden enlightenment. We are, again, the bricklayers, we're the builders, we're the archaeologists. Archaeology is so many plays on words here, guys. And they're just showing me that we are the master builders, the masters of the unfoldment, as we unfold and expand out and expel the old graphs, the old graphology is what they're saying. And they're showing me, it's like, there's so much. So I'm coming back into that alignment. And so they're showing me this golden cornucopia. This also has to do with the dates and a wormhole, essentially. So I'm hearing with those to hear, the walls of Jericho are coming down, because this vibration that we are essentially creating through anahata, unstruck sound, that we are creating by alming this amazing energy from the field of oneness, compassion, gratitude. And as we do this, we send out this that takes the old walls, and that's what is creating the dust, essentially is us. We're creating a buzz in all of this, and as everything falls down, what isn't being seen from through the old template is that we've already created the new template. So we can't see it necessarily, or those without eyes to see or ears to hear can't see it, can't hear it, maybe because they're not at that point yet. But those of us that are the ground breakers, so to speak, big play on words there, essentially we've already created the template, and everything is kind of clicking into place behind the scenes, behind the veil. And then once that dust settles, it's kind of like that movie, if you ever seen the movie Midnight Special. Spoiler alert, if you haven't seen it, it's a really fun movie. I don't know if fun's the right word, but there is this other world that this kid can essentially see that's always been there, and we just can't see it. So that's essentially what's going on. We've built this other golden crystalline palace. It's like the Wonder Woman Island. If you ever seen the Wonder Woman Island, it's like it's there, you just can't see it. And that's what's going on behind the scenes. And we're doing that through our own templates. We're rewriting the program from within us. And it is literally creating a reality structure that cannot be seen, heard, or felt necessarily for those that are not able to hear it. And again, I'm hearing hark the angels sing. Like this has to do with where we are in space, the astrological alignments, the planetary systems, or I believe they're called logos, that are assisting us. It has to do with Mother Earth and where she's at as she's birthing. We're assisting her in this birthing phase of development because we are birthing a new us. Or we could look at it as a snake shedding its old skin, and we are or the caterpillar coming out of into the butterfly. We're birthing into a completely new everything, yet it still encompasses the originality of our DNA template, of our platonic solids, of the planets, right? There's still that baseline, right? And we are then shifting that line and remorphing it and changing it into Duahe at istikiki and nakukuwe at istikiki and nakuwe hanakua through sound, through infrastructure. We have infiltrated the old structure and are restructuring this maze in our own amazement that we have the capabilities and capacities to do this from our own inner knowing and stillness. And as we fall into this creative, expansive expression of oneness, we then allow ourselves to dream, hope, right? See all this and come together and play. So I'm going to kind of end on this note and just say happy everything. Just real quick. So that alignment, the cornucopia is again, and the trumpet is a shape. Okay, it's physics. It's a frequency. And we're essentially coming into this, I'm hearing the word troubleshooting, but also treble, T-R-E-B-L. So it has to do with decibels and sound. And it's almost like we're changing the frequency so much through the sound that we make. Think of whales. It's like we are the whales. And we're sending out this whale sound. And as we send out this whale sound, we create this tail whip energy frequency, or flagellum, F-L-A-G-E-L-L-U-M, kind of like, not to be confused with flatulence. Gotta have a sense of humor about this. We can't take this too seriously, guys. But it's like this like a dandelion, right? A little bit like that dandelion. And then this comes out and creates its spin and goes out and then pulls us in from within to an implosive, I keep seeing Star Trek. It's like we get sucked into, it's like warp speed, right? But it's an implosive toroidal field that then is creation. It is birthing. So what happens when there's a black hole, for example, or toroidal spin and it implodes? From that implosion, it creates, we're just moving some energy around in this field, playing with this, guys. It creates and births new worlds, creates new spaces, and it expands or bubbles out. And I keep thinking of the sound bubbles or the bubbles from dolphins. Gonna send a little bit more energy through and then hashtag in the hair or henne. Just breathing, this is meant to be felt. Rewriting those templates. Again, just continue the breathing. All we're doing is tapping into a space that we already exist within. Bringing ourselves, expanding out into this space more. We all do this through our own way. Little tapping right on the collarbones, third eye, if you want to join. Ooh. Sorry, I hope that's not too loud on the microphone. I will do it energetically. You guys, a lot's going on in the head, the crown, the pineal, the eyes. A lot of people have been seeing flashing lights again. Some people have been having difficulty sleeping as usual. Lots of energy coming in to assist us in a higher trajectory. The more we accept this and the more we allow it, the more normal it becomes, the less resistance we are in, the easier it can work with us because we're giving it permission. We're giving the permission of Mother Earth. We're giving permission of our highest aspect or higher aspects that are in alignment with benevolence for all and love light. You know, that allows us to then anchor into those frequencies a bit more rather than going no, no, no or fighting it. Again, it's allowing us to see. It unveils the truth. They're saying use it as a lever to live. Like, just let that open. Let the floodgates open. Breathing in and out. Almost done. Working the spine right now and the tailbone area. Guys, I'm doing this work on myself. And Jesus says, know thyself. When we work on ourselves, when we work on us, it's working for each other. It's working for the collective. Taking a nice long breath in and a nice long exhale. In compassion, we unite. In compassion, we ignite the flames of passion for life, for all that exists in beauty and wonder and awe. Guys, if never ommed, it's very powerful, feels great. Open up that throat. Align yourself with Mother Earth Gaia, just Earth. Aligning myself with Earth, all versions of Earth that I am a part of, because I love all versions of Earth. In the frequencies of love, in the harmonics. Wow, что такое? Almost done. Got a plane flying overhead right now. Woo, don't know where that came from. Helicopter, helicopter over my head. Sorry, I keep hitting the microphone. Again, collarbone.